Sun Yingsha, the defending champion, looking cool, looking calm. She gives nothing away. Well, will there be an upset today? The Chinese ace facing a breakthrough run to the quarterfinals at the Paris Olympic Games. Can she pull off an upset here? This would be the most almighty. I was really pushed, winning 3 games to 2 in the quarterfinals.
Red or black? Red. Black for you. Black. Receive. Extra. Okay.
At the Olympic Games. She is an integral part of the national setup to Sun Yingsha's dominance.
Well, I think it's important to mention, Rebecca, that world rank of 67 does not do her any justice at all. I think she's far and away above that level. I think she's easily inside the top 20, 25 in the world in terms of the level that she can produce at any moment.
That's the last time the world #1 kept a clean sheet again.
Level. Left. Level. Left one.
And what can we expect? What kind of matchup can we expect to see here, Gavin? Pyon looking for that first win. What's going to be the key to getting past Sun Yingsha today?
I mean, that's the question that every player on the circuit wants to know the answer to. I think today we're going to see a fast and furious. We're going to see backhand-to-backhand exchanges a lot of the time. It will be interesting to see which player can open up the body, try to get a little bit more of their forehand in. And I think the key here for a victory will be you've got to cut out any mistakes out of your game. Try and have total consistency.
Yeah, total consistency is something we certainly associate with the world #1. There's that backhand to backhand exchange we were talking about with a forehand thrown in for good measure at the end then. It's a great start for the top seed.
And a lovely little just change of direction there. You saw her just slightly guiding the ball out to the Pyon Gyong backhand with her forehand.
Last 5.
A lightning start for the top seed, and we'll see her in action later as well in the mixed doubles, seeded 2nd alongside Wang Chuqin. Busy week indeed.
A nice little change of rhythm there. You saw the shovel serve that we so often see in the women's game. Really well placed. Forced Sun Yingsha to use her forehand receive. Just popped up to offer a chance. It was well taken.
Just a glimpse there at the crowd holding their banners aloft. She is out and out the most well-respected, revered sportswoman in China.
It'll be interesting to see how the crowd reacts now throughout this game. I was just down there on the field of play, Rebecca, watching Wang Chuqin, and the crowd were very, very noisy. Although he didn't have a whole lot of difficulty, we didn't have too many tense moments, but it could be a different story here in this match.
Sun Yingsha is making this look easy at the minute. Of course, it's not easy what she's doing, but that's just testament to how much of a talent this player is. Quickly into a 6-point lead. Wow, incredible strength. She's just got every aspect of the game covered, hasn't she, Gavin? She's got speed, she's got strength, she's got tactical guile.
She's also so imposing on the table. It seems like she has so much time in between every shot. And that strikes fear into your opponent. You feel like you've got to make quicker decisions than you really do.
Well, that was a masterclass from the start in this round of 64. Pyon Gyong barely got a look in that opening game. Can we expect to see her growing into this match? We know what she's capable of. But Yingsha setting the standard there. Incredible opening game for her. Heads into this second.
I believe she's just got to scratch that one out of her memory, really, Rebecca. Some uncharacteristic shots there from her, but also it is to mention the quality of Sun Yingsha, how much pressure that she's placing on her opponent at all times.
One love. Love two. One, two.
Just a small apology there. The ball clipped the edge of the table. Clipped our golden line.
1, 2.
Gyong won't mind.
3, 1.
Those couple of points that she's now got on the board have given her a bit of a spring in her step for Pyon. Interesting to see how she pushes on, if she gets some kind of momentum now from this.
Good change of direction there from Sun Yingsha. First backhand cross, and then immediately down the line on the next one.
Yingsha striking that with real aggression, and it's hard to compute, isn't it, just how good she is, Gavin. And you know, you're a player who's played at 7 World Championships, and I ask you this all the time, but in your prime, how hard would it have been for you to take even a point off Sun Yingsha?
Really nice there from Pyon. Sorry, Rebecca, I'm not avoiding your question, although I will avoid the answer. I don't really like the answer because Sun Yingsha is absolute top quality. We've seen her compete against the Chinese national team on the men's level, and she's taken them all close. So, for me, no chance.
And that's not you being modest. That is just absolute honesty, because Sun Yingsha is just one of those once-in-a-generation talents.
5-4.
But this is good from the world number 67, managing to keep touch in these opening stages of game number 2.
Uncharacteristically off balance there, Sun Yingsha, trying to play a running forehand, stepping around, just striking our net post.
Will this be cause for concern for the top seed?
I'm not sure she's ever concerned, even when it's 3-3, 9-9. just feel like Sun Yingsha has a lot of variation at the moment. She's changing what she's doing constantly. Here, looking like she's going to play short, and then a quick change long into Pyon Sung-young's middle, catching her off guard. It's that level for Pyon Sung-young, not knowing what's going to happen next. No level of anticipation because of Sun Yingsha's quality. And even there, one more time, you can see soft backhand to backhand trading as soon as an opportunity provides itself, stepping around and faking out wide into Pyon Sung-young's backhand. Incredibly difficult to deal with.
That's H5.
Sun Yingsha serving incredibly well. If you look at the serve success, over 70%, just so consistent. Incredible attack from Sun Yingsha, wrapping up the second game, 11 points to 5. Pushed a little harder in the second, but certainly the gulf in quality evident to see as soon as she pulled away. Sun Yingsha with a 2 games to love lead in this round of 64. Looking incredibly dangerous. Song Gyong to attempt to assert herself in this one. We know that she's capable of challenging the big names and going the distance. If we think back to that incredible run at the Paris Olympics, but certainly Sun Yingsha is just head and shoulders above at the minute. But first point of the game going the way of the player from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, ranked 67 in the world.
Yingsha has looked absolutely bulletproof as we've gone through this contest. It is worth mentioning, in this best-of-7 format that you mentioned, Rebecca, there's always a moment that even the world's best will take a slight dip. It's only natural. But Pyon Sung-young has to be ready for when that moment comes. That moment doesn't look like it's arrived just yet. Sun Yingsha still firing on all cylinders.
Just utterly imperious. Marlin on his feet, likes what he sees. Great attacking play from Pyon to get the better of the top seed in that rally. A confidence boosting point for her, I'd imagine.
Very nice from Pyon Sung-young there. Little bit of short play at the table. We saw in the first 2 games, Sun Yingsha was not afraid to push long, play long, tried to counter-attack when she needed. I feel if Pyon Sung-young can get into that short game a little bit more, it could serve her well going forward.
Not something we see too often. Sun Yingsha falling behind. It's just the single point though. Still, this is much better from the world number 67. Looks to be growing into this match as it wears on. Yingsha just too strong. She's got such an impressive forehand, doesn't she, Gavin?
Yeah, any opportunity where the ball pops up even a little bit, she's all over it. Completely dominates the table, given any opportunity with that forehand.
Yingsha first ascended to the top spot in the world rankings in February of 2022, and apart from
5-4.
a brief interruption where Cheng Meng reclaimed the top position for 7 weeks, Yingsha has been top ever since. Almost 3 years now that she's been the dominant force in women's table tennis.
Really nice spin up there from Pyon Sung-yong. Feel like this is her moment, Rebecca. Slight dip in Sung Yingsha's form.
Well, we have to remember that she did take 2 games off Sung Yingsha in a best of 5 the last time they met last year, so we know that she's capable of pushing her.
Yeah, she'll be really happy with that one. This is the rally, the backhand to backhand trading that we haven't seen so much of from Pyon Sung-yong. Finally able to get into the rallies, control the one.
And the momentum very much with
7-5.
Pyon now. 6 of the last 8 points have gone her way. Interesting to see how she builds on this.
7-6.
Want a few more of those, Sung Yingsha. Great service, a little bit of topspin. Popped up by Pyon Sung-yong.
It's a very confident point from the world number 67. You know, relinquishing that lead, but managing to draw level again shows a great mental resilience.
Oh.
Brilliant rally, and Sung Yingsha spins in celebration. She moves just a point ahead, but 9-8 in the 3rd game. Very different to the opening 2. Sung Yingsha utterly dominant in those 2 games, but Pyon really giving her a run for her money now. So shaping up to be an exciting end to this 3rd game.
8-9.
We can hear the crowd cheering the name of Sung Yingsha. She attempts to convert the first of 2 game points and take a 3-game lead in this 2nd round match. Stomp of the feet and frustration for Sun Yingsha. Another chance though in the crowd, once again getting behind their player. Ahead of that second game point, you could hear a pin drop inside the Lusail Arena. Sun Yingsha's legion of fans deathly quiet ahead of that point. She got it over the line, 11 points to 9, pushed all the way. But let's head across to table 9, where there's been a huge upset. Tancho, the German, is out, and Gavin Maguire, you've got something to say. Chavez and Gavin Maguire celebrating inside the commentary box as well, because they are good friends, and I'm sure that you'll speak to him later on after that match. But we turn our attention back to the task in hand for Sun Yingsha, a game away from sealing her place in the next round. But that last game, Gavin, was perhaps one that she'd want to forget.
Yeah, she went really close there, Pyon Sun-young. Started to produce more of what we've seen from her before, so although she lost, there is slightly encouraging signs, and if she can keep that level, she'll have a chance again in this one. The only problem here is Sun Yingsha at 3 games up starts to relax even more so than she has been. And that's when she's at her most dangerous. Nice short ball there from Pyon Sun-young. It did come up slightly, offering Sun Yingsha a chance, but it was just that extra bit wide. Really nice placement. How has Sun Yingsha won that rally? Pyon Sun-young did everything, carved it out perfectly. Changing direction quickly with her backhand punch. Somehow Sun Yingsha stays up close to the table.
3-4.
She's like a brick wall.
How frustrating is it for someone like Pyon, who did nothing well, played incredibly well in that rally and still couldn't find a way through?
There's no more frustrating feeling in table tennis when you are doing everything. You're putting absolutely everything into your shots. You're doing everything you're supposed to. And somehow your opponent has an answer for it all.
Sun Yingsha serving incredibly well, very consistent. And serve almost double the serve success of her opponent in this one.
Timeout.
Timeout. The first timeout called of this match. And perhaps unsurprisingly, Gavin, is the question, and I'm going to ask to you, Gavin. Do you have an answer to that?
Pyon Sun-young will just be hoping for a shift in the momentum here. That little break will hopefully do it for her, and really good play from her once again. But Sung Yingsha, too much in the locker.
And just how hard is it to anticipate these kinds of shots? Because Sung Yingsha seems to have just an extra split second or so than all of her opponents.
I mean, there's a prime example. It really
these kinds of shots, because Sung Yingsha seems to have just an extra split second or so than all of her opponents.
I mean, there's a prime example. A really good serve long. Sung Yingsha slightly caught by surprise. But how quick is she back on balance and ready?
Well, it's not the restart that Pyon would have wanted. And Sung Yingsha firmly regaining the momentum here to win the next 2 consecutive points.
Destruction with her forehand there, Sung Yingsha. She's having fun now, crunching down the line to finish.
Now
she brings up 6 match points. This has been an absolute demolition job from Sung Yingsha, the defending champion. Well, title defense firmly intact. Sung Yingsha utterly imperious in straight games. A masterclass from the world #1. And that sends a real warning sign to any contenders. Sung Yingsha in blistering form dispatches Pyon Gyong in straight games to seal her place in the round of 32. Next up, she'll face a French opponent,